It's week 8 of the 2025 season, and the spotlight is on George Kittle. He's been a target machine each week, 5th in the league in receptions. It's the 49ers and the Rams, and it's all up next on EA Sports.
As the sun starts to set, we're going to see how much light is left by the end of this early evening game here on the NFL on EA Sports. So glad y'all could join us for this game. Kate, Scott, and Brock, you are on the call for it, and we're expecting quite a bit of offensive gamesmanship, partner. Some veteran savvy out there. Both of our starting quarterbacks have spent quite a long time in this league, and they've got plenty of experience to show for it.
Yeah, I like the way you say that right there. Gamesmanship and veteran savvy. Father Time, he chases down these skill guys. It's a game that's getting younger and younger, right? Because, well, it's hard to be as fast as you've been when you were a rookie. But as a quarterback, you've got to use your years of experience. Both these guys have to play this game from the neck up and still play it at a high level.
Punter Mitch Wishnowsky ready to do the honors. And here we go from L.A. Laviska Shenault to return it. They'll bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. So the Rams offense getting out there for their opening drive of the game. They're led out by someone amidst their second act as an NFL QB. He was a second-rounder back in 2013, Geno Smith.
Sure feels like the bye week came at a perfect time for him and his team as well. Right smack dab in the middle of the season, giving everybody some time to rest, recharge mentally, and really get yourself energized, Kate, to attack the rest of this regular season, starting with this contest.
And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Blitz coming for Smith. Has him on the quick hitter. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
That's good for our Rams. First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Draw play. This is Williams. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Sometimes the surprises work out for a nice game. And sometimes, well, those surprises, they don't surprise anybody, and you're left hoping your running back just gets up.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Man, that was a chain mover if he would have held on, Brock, but the contact just too much to do so.
Yeah, he's going to be disappointed in himself because you've got to make these contested catches, but I do give a lot of credit. An outstanding effort defensively to force that ball out.
And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. So here come the 49ers now to take over for the first time. They're led out by one of the game's most tenured veterans and most decorated quarterbacks of all time, Aaron Rodgers.
There were times, I'll be honest with you, Kate, that I wish I played baseball. Because you have a bad outing like this QB did last week with no touchdowns, a couple interceptions. In baseball, you get to play the next day. You get to flush it right away. He's had to sit on it all week long, and you know he wants to rectify it here.
He's smartly won't risk something here and just chucks it away.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
He's got the hook up to Watkins. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. He has the first over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Give him 30 yards on that one. And that's a 49er first down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Again, Rodgers. He finds Johnson. And they make the tackle at the 38. Give him 13 on that play. And it brings up a San Francisco first down. They send him left out of the slot. Throwing once again, Rodgers. Connects with Johnson. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Running back sent in motion. From the shotgun, Rodgers. On target to his back, here's Christian McCaffrey. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's a 49er first down. Quite the opening drive they put together, partner. New set of downs all the way down to the 25. To the air here on first down, Rodgers. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. Looks like he came down on that sideline. Second down coming up. On the ground, this is Isaac Arindo. He breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Jared Verse on the tackle. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Slot man motioned over. Rodgers throwing on 3rd down. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Moody knocks it through. And that one's going to get them on the scoreboard.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. Here's Chenault on the return. This return makes it up to the 25. The Rams headed back after their second drive now. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Nick Bosa makes the stop. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Pressure comes. Smith finds his back. Kyron Williams. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
That just might be a throw he regretted as soon as you let it go. I know that feeling. He was doing all he could to find a completion down the field, but they were all over that check down and ready to turn it into a negative play.
And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
Collects this at the 35. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The 49ers are headed back out on offense as we get a look at Christian McCaffrey. And they haven't been shy about looking his way in the passing game, have they? You can see that so far this season, he's currently leading all running backs in receiving yards. Throwing on first down, Rodgers. Catch is made down the right sideline. Touchdown, San Francisco! stretch their early lead to 9. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. So the back does the work that time, Brock, taking it in for the touchdown.
Yeah, a running back in space can be an awfully dangerous weapon on a football field. Whether that's a designed route to him, a check down, you see what can happen, what kind of damage the elite running backs in this league can do.
Jake Moody on for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the 49ers go up 10-zip here in the first. Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. Here's Chenault on the return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
And not much doing. He stopped quickly. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Motion man sent left. Wideout's getting involved in the ground game. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the carry, though. It's 3rd and 7 now.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Out of the gun, here's Smith. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And this is picked up by the 49ers! And San Francisco takes the return to the end zone. Touchdown! The 49ers capitalize on the turnover and add to their lead. Great time to bring some extra pressure off that snap, and that made all the difference in getting that fumble and the defensive score.
I could hear it in your voice. I think you saw it coming. I saw it coming. I think even the crowd saw it coming.
Yep.
But that quarterback did not see that blitz coming, and boy, did it pay dividends.
On is Moody for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the 49ers take a 3-possession lead.
Rams nothing.
Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored. And with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. Here's Chenault on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Rams set to go on offense once more. This would be a good time for their first points of the game as they find themselves down a notable amount already in this opening quarter. Here's Williams to start the drive. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Brought down by Fred Warner. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 27.
From the gun, Smith. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
Throwing on 3rd, Smith. Able to find Nacua here. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
His pass caught by Nacua. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. And again, it's Smith. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
Catch made right side by Nacua. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line.
You know, Kate, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Short pass brought in. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. A 5-yard gain on the play. And it brings up an LA first down. A play fake. Now Smith to throw. Throwing deep for the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams take a small chunk off that lead. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Riley Patterson on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Rams cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Has this at the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The 49ers and this running back headed back out for a new series. And he finds himself across an important benchmark for yards this season after that last drive. He stayed pretty busy this season, and the numbers show just that. First down throw by Rodgers. Reeled in by George Kittle. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. On the counter, McCaffrey. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he's stopped. That one gains 7. And it brings up a San Francisco first down. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. First down, Rodgers. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. A quarter down, 3 more to go for these NFC West opponents. It's a 2-score game early. We'll return to Inglewood in just a moment. We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They have second down behind the sticks. Another try following the sack. Gets this to Johnson. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he's stopped. Third and 10. Can this offense get it done? Rodgers here from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's a 49er first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
They'll head up first and 10 from the 42. Rodgers set to pass. He sends this one to the end zone. And got his man. That's a San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers make it a 16-point ball game. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
On is Moody for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the 49ers take a 3-possession lead.
47.
Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. Here's Chenault on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Out come the Rams on offense. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. Williams now on 1st and 10. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Shotgun snap to Smith. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Smith back to throw. Complete beyond the marker. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And the Rams are going to have a 1st down. New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
1st and 10 now. Here's Smith. It's caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. And this is picked up by the 49ers. Well, he was fighting off defenders, trying for the extra yards. You understand it, but might have been what cost him and opened the door for that fumble.
Okay, you and I both know this game has changed so much in our lifetimes. It's evolved in so many different ways. But I promise you, you can go back to the 60s, the 70s, and many of these fumbles occur just like that. You break one tackle, you let up just a little bit, and that next guy comes home and delivers the devastating blow.
While a new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover.
Is under review.
All right, so we all know what we're looking for here, Brock. Where did an elbow, maybe a knee, something touch down? And as it does, is the ball loose at that point?
Yeah, throw in forearm, wrist, shin. There's no question the offensive guy's screaming something hit the ground while the defense is hoping it didn't.
Take that fumble away. The officials overturn the call and say he was down. Here's 2nd and 14. Dialing up a receiver screen. And he's brought down for a loss.
You call that receiver screen, and every once in a while, that wide receiver, well, he's got to be his own blocker. He's got to make the first guy or two miss. That didn't happen. Play goes nowhere.
Smith on 3rd and long. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. The 49ers and Aaron Rodgers headed back out on offense. And he sure has put on that chef's hat to dice up their defense early in this one. Quite the appetizer that he's prepared to what could be a great overall performance. Here's Rodgers on 1st and 10. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Kobe Durant has it. And the Rams take possession of the football. Well, we both saw what he was doing, Brock. Trying to work the sideline there, but I don't think he ever saw the corner sitting back and just waiting to break on that throw.
And that's what the good ones do. They use the sideline to their advantage. It really becomes the 12th defender on the field. The elite corners in this league, they'll play to it. They'll bait those quarterbacks to making that throw, and then they'll close fast and take that ball away.
The Rams back out on offense as we see Kyren Williams again. And they're set up well inside of enemy territory, and they've got a short field after that pick. Smith on 1st down. Got Williams, and it's complete. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
He was too far downfield at the time of the pass. Got to stay within a yard of the line. That'll back him up.
Still 1st down.
Now Smith. It's complete to Higbee. And they bring him down around the 34.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. He even ripped through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
That's caught for the first. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it brings up an LA first down.
Well, the odds aren't great when you throw into double coverage. Normally you see one of the defenders make a play on the ball. Two men nearby, and that's a missed opportunity for the coverage to make an impact play.
From the red zone now. That one complete to Higbee. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. 4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal.
First down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Straight ahead with Williams. And they'll make this stop after a small push to the 5. It's a gain of 1 on first and goal. Now it's going to be 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
It's a design boot. And they will score. Touchdown, LA! The Rams pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Puka Nacua touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. What makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Patterson tacks on the extra point. And the Rams cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Fielded at the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And they have made it no secret that they want to go his way in this game, right? And the results so far, I'd say very promising. They'll get this drive started, 1st and 10. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. To the air here on first down, Rodgers. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards, 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, this is a time where offensively you got to regroup, you got to get in that huddle. You know, quarterback is the most important leadership position. Everyone's looking at you. And as a QB, after taking a sack like that, golly, you got to flush it, instill some confidence, and move this ball forward.
Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Trying again, following the sack. Got a man, McCaffrey has it. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler. Gets himself into rhythm, and I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm, and a nice little gain on top of it.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. You've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Throwing the out route complete. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Completed over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They kick the running back in motion. A pistol snap here, Rodgers. Completed here to McCaffrey. Just a couple of yards here as he heads for the sideline. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. Off the option, here's McCaffrey. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. We're at the 2-minute warning now from SoFi. The 49ers looking to add to their advantage. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Now they send their back in motion right. Throwing on 1st down, Rodgers. Too far out of the back of the end zone it goes, incomplete.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back into rhythm.
Rodgers throwing again here on 2nd down. And the coverage just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. From the shotgun, Rodgers. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
You know, that's an example right there where you just simply got to be on the same page with each other and get both ends of the play right to execute. They want that one back.
Moody knocks it through. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
That's going to be taken in at the 8. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. From the gun, Smith. Catch made right side by Nacua. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Out of the gun, here's Smith. Well, very quick throw, but they couldn't connect. Puka Nacua, the target on that throw. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Running right, it's Williams. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. The Rams are set to punt. Christian McCaffrey on the 49ers return. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. And that fair catch corralled just beyond the 25-yard line. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And the 49ers will go on offense. 1st down, Rodgers. Brought in by Ayuk. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
This one intended for the running back. So now they have 3rd and short. Rodgers here from the gun. He has the first over the middle. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Throwing again, it's Rodgers. Caught on the comeback route. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Timeout taken by the offense, their 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Throwing once again, Rodgers. This time they get second. The 49ers will call their third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. All right, here we go. Second down. Another try following the sack. And that one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Looking out of the gun, it's Rodgers. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up.
I'll tell you this, Kate, that's we got to be on the same page with one another and get both ends of the play right to execute both the protection and ultimately completing that ball. They certainly want that play call back.
And this is headed to the sideline, and it'll bounce out at the 7. Wow, great kick. So we're at the halfway point of this game. A 13-point lead for him at the break. Now we'll go coast to coast. Jonathan Coachman standing by in our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. More from you and Brock in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll begin with a rematch of Super Bowl 43. Pittsburgh heading to State Farm Stadium to take on Arizona. And it's the Cardinals who are out in front as that game draws closer to halftime. Kyler Murray, responsible for the lone touchdown in the game thus far as he's thrown a touchdown pass. From there, we head east to Detroit to check on the Lions at home at Ford Field. And they couldn't get the job done as they fall to the visiting Baltimore Ravens. DeAndre Hopkins, a touchdown catch in the victory. Finally, let's get to Philadelphia. Check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Raiders. Jalen Hurts leading the way there as the win gets his guys back to 500 on the year. We got an excellent first half from the former MVP, Aaron Rodgers. He's over 300 yards passing already as he's looking to possibly put his name in the record book. Both of these offenses had their share of high points in that first half. Each team had some big moments, and it would seem this could turn out to be a game where the last score wins.
Here's a return from the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The visitors are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And you know this firsthand, partner. You get above that 300 mark, you and your offense are going to have plenty of highlights to choose from by this point in the game. We're getting a look at some of them now. You just got to marvel at how well he's played the quarterback position here. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. And defenders are there to get him at the line. That tackle made by Kobe Turner. Now a timeout for an injured player. That's Christian McCaffrey being attended to. Hopefully with his history, this is something minor. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Running back sent in motion. 2nd and 10 now. Dumped off to his running back. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 28 out of that play. And it brings up a San Francisco 1st down.
Man, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the 1st down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
On the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Trying the right side. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. They bring the tight end in motion. They give it to him again. Breaks the tackle, still going. And he's brought down for a loss.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
And he's taken down at the 30. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's a 49er first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
They kick the running back in motion. Here's Rodgers on 1st and 10. He's got it at the 6. He has the San Francisco touchdown. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock, he sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity, certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
Now the 49ers deciding to keep the offense on the field. They're going for 2. Rodgers trying to throw for it. Getting out to his left. And he won't get away. They bring him down. The sack prevents them from adding another 2 more to that lead. Ooh, this is so tough, Brock. You understand what he was trying to do. Make something happen. Ended up outside the pocket, but even some added creativity can't yield 2 points here.
You get down here on these 2-point conversions, the real estate just gets gobbled up in a hurry. Not only for the QB, but the receivers as well. Only so much time to try to make something work before that defender said, "Not in my house."
They're out and set. 1st and 10. Second half starts with a run by Williams. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Shotgun snap to Smith. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. From the gun, a carry by Williams. And his short run's going to get them into enemy territory to the 49. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Smith back to throw. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Now Smith. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact. It gets home. But, of course, we know it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or 2.
Now the 49ers getting set to go on offense. And taking a look at these highlights, Brock, just a reminder of the type of game that they have had throwing the football. It really has been the key to their success.
Yeah, they've just not only stayed on schedule here, Kate. Man, they've made some music, right? Great rhythm.
Yeah.
Not just ahead of schedule, but huge plays that followed. We've seen a lot of different looks and wrinkles throughout this performance, and it's been a joy to watch.
And he's tackled for a short gain. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Takes off right out of the read option. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. New set of downs for him from the 46. First down throw by Rodgers. Finds a man right side. And he's across midfield into Rams territory. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's hit at the line of scrimmage. The run outside returns nothing. Third and just 2 to go. Here's Rodgers. Chased out to his right. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
Running back sent in motion. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
When we think about safeties, I mean, it's just right in the name, right? The safety is the last line of protection in the passing game. We don't think of them as blitzers. But, Kate, let me tell you, for a safety blitz to get home, they got to be great disguisers. They can't show that blitz early. That safety didn't, and the quarterback took the brunt of the contact.
He lays out over the middle to bring that one in.
That is all-out effort, Kate, to make the catch. Putting his body on the line, diving for the ball. He earned that reception, and some more targets are clearly coming his way in the future.
Caught for big yards on the right side. And they're going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers keeping the pedal floored and adding 6 more. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they've paid the price over and over and over again.
Moody knocks that extra point through. And the 49ers grow their lead yet again.
Rams 14.
Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. This return makes it up to the 25. Now LA getting its offense all set to go. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can come in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Looking to throw, Smith. Another turnover. This time it's an interception. Picked off by Fred Warner. And he's going to go. It's a pick 6. Second time they've taken one back on him, Brock. First the fumble return, and now this pick 6.
You know, I point this out to you every defensive meeting room we're in, Kate, when we sit down in these production meetings, and you can see their boards, right? These defenses keep track, and they know if they get a score defensively, their odds of winning through the roof. You get 2, it's almost a certainty.
On is Moody for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the 49ers continue piling on to this lead.
Rams 14.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Starting from the 5. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Rams back on offense, led out by Geno Smith. And there's a couple of moments we're seeing here that I think he's not going to want to be reminded of after this game. Turnovers have just interrupted his performance in this one. Made it really tough for him and this team to get into and stay in any kind of rhythm. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now Smith coming off that pick. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete.
Well, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, but then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
And this one doesn't go far. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Throwing now from the gun. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And he'll have this fair catch right along the 25. We don't get a return out of that punt. And they're going to take over possession. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Rodgers. Short pass brought in. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3. 2nd down now, 7 to go. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Defender incomplete. Trying to force one through there. And now it's 3rd down. They kick the running back in motion. Rodgers throwing on 3rd down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through, and that's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
That's now a handful of sacks for the defense and a handful of bruises for the quarterback. Consider this, Kate. Truly elite defenses in this league, well, they average just over 3 sacks a game during an entire season. You put up 5 at a contest, you're playing like one of the league's best.
The 49ers are lined up in punt formation. And a fair catch made here at the 17. No return on that punt. And the Rams have their work cut out for them on this drive. The offense headed back to the field. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Smith on 1st down. He'll get this one to Adams. And they take him down at the 24-yard line. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 24-yard.
Blitz coming for Smith. That's complete. Naku on the left side. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. They just get the play off. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's Rams football, and they're probably ready to just get this final quarter over with. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. And again, it's Smith. He's got a man left. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Out of the gun, here's Smith. Fits it through the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Offense set for a 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Give to Williams from the gun. And he pushes it further into the red zone, down inside the 15. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the gun, Smith. He completes it in traffic. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Yard gain on the play. Complete to number 89, Tyler Higbee. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Smith. Drops back. Needs an open man.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. And defenders continue to swarm over to get him at the line. Ball spotted right back at the line, so no gain. And now they've got to get 9 on 3rd and goal. Throwing is Smith. This throw is cut. And he drives this forward to the 6.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle.
And he's going to go down. They get to him on 4th and goal and complete the defensive stand.
I'm going to guess a little deal was cut there by these pass rushers in the huddle. You guys in the secondary, just buy us a little time. We don't need perfect coverage. Just tighten things up so we can get home, and boy, did they ever in a big moment.
The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. From the gun, Garindo. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Rodgers here from the gun. Flushed out of the pocket. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Fair catch called for and made at the 35-yard line. So no return on that punt. And the Rams will take possession. 1st down, ball at the 36. Shotgun snap to Smith. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on 1st down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
2nd and 13. He's got the hook up to Adams. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Smith back to throw. That one complete to Higbee. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 49ers 45-yard line.
Now Smith. Throwing the out route complete. They gain 14 on the play. And the officials are going to have to take another look at this one. Kyle Shanahan's challenging that call.
Previous play is under review.
We're all watching that sideline here, seeing where those feet came down.
And no matter what they rule here, Kate, that was an outstanding effort just to make the catch.
Yeah.
Now we got to look and see, did he get both feet in with possession?
Well, that didn't break out how they thought it would, and they're going to lose the first of their 3 timeouts for their trouble. 1st and 10 now. Here's Smith. Completed over the middle. And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
They'll run the toss for Williams. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the second level. Well, someone from the second level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
Here's 2nd and 11. That's complete to the sideline. Not a ton of room, but he does get the feet down.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And 4th and 4 coming up. Riley Patterson ready for the field goal try. This 32 yards out on the right hash. Koo able to put it through. And that kick a 10th of what the lead stands at now, 30 points.
After I'd imagine dozens and dozens of kicks into that net on the sideline staying warm, Kate, he finally gets his chance to knock a field goal through the uprights. And of course, he wasn't going to whiff on that opportunity.
Here's a return from the 7. Finds some space, he's past the 30. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. The visitors headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Didn't get that one off in time. This is going to be delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty.
Still 3rd down.
Backed up now after the penalty. It's 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. Flush down now to his left. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
No matter what other stats you want to look at in this ball game, well, this defense can take some serious pride in at least one thing, and that is 6 quarterback sacks on the afternoon. 6 sacks, well, that's an expectation rarely achieved. And a sign, well, this group did their homework, and they're making it pay on the field.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And he gets forward for 3 yards as we've reached our 2-minute warning. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. Smith to the air now. And they're going to tag a defender with this one.
Pass interference. Defense.
He got too aggressive to try and stop that play, and they tag him for pass interference. 1st down, Smith to throw. No place to go, so he just threw it away. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Back to the air, it's Smith. right along the left sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 35 out of that one. And it brings up an LA first down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the 13-yard line.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I can already read the headlines tomorrow. This offensive line can't protect. This offensive line. But it's more than that. When you give up 5 sacks in a game, it's a complete breakdown of everybody offensively.
And the defender comes away with it. That's Diamador Lenore.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
So here come the 49ers on offense. They're looking to just hang on to the ball through the finish. Defense has all of its timeouts, but with this game out of reach, a good chance they just let it run. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Shotgun handoff to Garindo. And that hit stops him in his tracks. Call it no gain on the play, and that brings up 3rd and 9. So the 49ers earn the win in this one. And just a week after being soundly defeated, they're back out there playing a much better brand of football. Short memories prevail, Brock, as they move past that loss and get back to some winning football. So that's it for us here. Brock Huard, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the 49ers as we say goodbye from Los Angeles.